I'm going to talk a little bit about real estate, give you an overview. And the ELO, the essential learning outcome for today is real property versus personal property. There's different kinds of real property. And I'll just give you an idea. When I use this term, maybe you guys aren't familiar with it. By a show of hands, has anybody heard that term? It sort of comes from like English common law, real property. But we use a different word in this country more commonly. What word do we use to describe real property? Anybody? Cody, nice job, man. Real estate, that's right. So instead of real property, real estate. So there's a difference in real property versus personal property. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the types of housing that there are. We're talking about renting versus buying. And then we're going to talk about mortgage, the types of mortgage in this term, PITI. Anybody familiar with that? Good, because we will be by the time we're done today. And then we're going to do the time cost, the one-time cost of buying versus a recurring cost, the buying, selling process. And all of you guys are going to help construct this knowledge. In other words, I'm not going to sit up here and lecture the whole time, although I'll take about 5 minutes and give you sort of an overview or my personal experience that might help. And then you're going to take the time to build the actual learning activity in groups of 5. There's going to be a team leader. I'm going to meet with each of you guys as a team. And the team leader is going to help organize the rest of you so that you're creating a PowerPoint. And that each of you guys in your the 5-person group will listen to their team leader, and he'll be the one comprising the information and presenting it back out at the end. If we need extra time, we have ELO today. I'm sorry, Extended Learning Period, ELP. We have ELP today, so we have an extra 10, 20 minutes. So if you didn't get to complete your individual slide, or if you have questions, or we need to go over this learning, we have extra time to do that today. But if you're all done and we've gone through everything and your slides are in, your presentation's done, and I didn't keep you back because I needed some clarity or that you needed some clarity on this particular lesson, then you'll be able to leave potentially a little early today. So that's sort of our plan that way. And then finally, I'm going to describe the homework because this is all part of it. We're going to go through this basically this graphic organizer, and you're going to construct all the information as part of your study guide so that when you're ready to take your test, you've actually completed everything you need to know. So in your reading of your homework, a lot of these answers are in there. Some of them will require that you go to the internet and find it from a different source, and some of the information you'll get from your individual classmates. And this will all make more sense as we're doing it. But at the end of the day, after you've done your homework, and after you've completed this individual learning activity and group learning activity, you'll have a graphic organizer that if you read this and know what's on here, you'll know exactly what's going to be on the test. So that is our plan. When we're all done, you each get to turn a slide into me when we're done. So I'm going to count off the groups for you, put us on to these groups, and we're going to do this group learning activity. But before I do we have any questions? Anybody have any questions, thoughts, comments? Did you think it was a funny video? It's kind of a funny movie. Okay, very good. All right, so here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to pass out some papers to you that are going to have your study guides on it. I didn't want to give you these too early because I knew how you guys are. Some of you, move ahead already. Pass these down. Pass these down. Thank you. How are you? Tired? Okay, if you don't have enough, if I didn't give a row enough, just raise your hand. I think I probably did that. Extras. You guys get the rest. Thank you. Oh, sorry. 2 more? Two more. Who are they? Very good. Thank you. Any other extras?
We need one more.
Okay. Come on, we can counter today. Thank you, Preston. 2 more or 1 more?
1 more.
Okay. Who else? Anybody? Great. Great. Okay, got it. Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. We're going to count off by 5, starting with Sean. We're going to move from, I guess, from my right to left, from my left to right, or your left to right. So go ahead, Sean, give me a 1. 2. Real loud. That's group 1. Group 2. 3. 4.
5.
extra, you can pick any other group, because I don't have enough for just one group, okay? So yeah, you can be with them, that's all right. And I'll give you a particular individual thing, Jacob, that we'll look at, okay? So everybody has their graphic organizer in front of them, and you'll notice that the group team leaders, before we do that, I'd like you guys to get into those groups. Can you organize yourselves into those 5 groups? Means you're going to need to pick up and move chairs a little bit. Just a couple of you are. Can we do that? Can we get there? We're going to be building all these meet together. If you're moving, grab your name tags. You guys got it? I need to volunteers. You guys meet. I need a group leader. I need to hear who your group leader is going to be.
What number are you?
Thank you. Come on, guys. We want to do this in about 3 minutes. Organize yourself.
Yeah, like
started.
I think it's what number you're
Hey, you guys are group 1, right? Wait, you guys are group 1. Who's going to be your team leader? Nice. You give the instructions to the rest of the group.
I got you meant like
You guys are trying to create individual slides, and then a group of slides is one whole, that's one theme. It makes sense as you do that. And that's your group, real property. You guys are group 2? Is everybody here? Nice.
Yeah.
I was like,
what? Residential.
Yeah, I'll make sense now.
Who's the team leader? Nice job, Ruth. So guess what? Your job is actually the easiest, except for you're going to present it at the end. So you need to go over that. Each of you guys are going to construct. Everybody's going to one or two slides. I was there the first day. Make sure it's in the same way. Does that make sense?
My topic was
Got it?
your most powerful
individual slide.
How can you give a speech on that
What I
topic?
said too?
I know the time I already read it, a minute has passed by.
Three. You guys are
So I have a minute to prepare.
fine. Okay? Who's my team leader?
As long as you're
Okay, so what I want you to do, everyone has let all of their information get created in, so whatever kind of,
Probably got the numbers there.
so if you're gonna create that, you're gonna put the name of the entire group, all of those instructions
That's a
laid
good
out
question.
for you on there. You're
So
gonna
you break it.
What?
You can do that.
so then when we're done, I need this slide, as a presentation.
What?
Majority slide has a name, but it'll be part of it. Oh, yeah. To the group, good? Okay, great. Hey guys, let's see, group 4, right? Who's my leader? Preston, nice job, buddy. Nice job. Okay, Preston, there you go, my friend. That is the instructions. So your team leader, what you're doing is you're assigning each one a slide. You're creating the theme. Whatever the theme is going to be, it'll be for everybody to be a little bit different, right? So it's one theme for everybody, so we're all using the same type of PowerPoint, right? And you're creating the title page. So your group, right? What's your group? It's real estate actors. So that'll be the title page with everybody.